parry as my heel goes out. That's like the first motion we just did, right? Check with this hand and hit him right away. If you don't hit him right away, he's just going to bend this elbow, right? You hit him right away. Now this arm gets in the way. Even if he bent this elbow, he'd run into you. This doesn't hurt him. It makes him go, eh, right? So he's thinking of this while you now go like that. Okay? Nothing hurts until you break his arm. Okay? And his mind is not on his arm, so he doesn't tense it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Yes? Now your hands are going to go like this. We're going to think of hand 3. Okay? They reverse. You're going to want to do this. Now, that would look like it must be back pressure. My connection is here. The power is coming from behind the connection. But it goes to my forward foot. So the power goes from here. Suddenly it's in front of the connection. It's not back pressure. I'd have to lean on him and put a lot of power before he feels it. Is that fair?
Yep.
Now, I'll go this above your elbow so you won't get shocked. What I'm going to do instead is sink on my back leg and extend my arms and just exhale. There was a throw called Surikomigoshi, lift, pull, hip. And it was done by grabbing the gi up here. This lifted and this lifted up. And you sunk way, way down. Okay? So that he's basically cantilevered over your hip. Right? So you lift, pulled, and you sunk. And your sinking created this void. It's a principle, by the way, that Don Aget named, the void, where you feel that somebody just dropped and you go, whoop, and once you fall into that void, he's going to go over your hips and he goes down. Well, as soon as you tried that in competition and you did this, he blocked with his hips, stick your hips in, and your arm was sticking out there and he fell back and did a jujikatami across arm lock because you gave him your stiff arm, right? Even if you didn't, let's say he did it to me. And he fits in, he brings this, grab my collar and goes straight up. Right here, I just have an arm lock. It's done. Legal in judo, and used to be legal standing in judo. Then they changed the rules, you had to be on the ground to do an arm lock. Okay? Well, so nobody did that. And yet they couldn't get him to go unless they lift pulled. So what they did was they changed it, and they grabbed either here or they grabbed here, and they lift, and they drop the elbow underneath. And when they did that, this had back pressure. This is still going down, but the torque of my body is making my hips give my elbow back pressure. See the curve? So this is being pressured by this from behind him. Does that make sense?
Right.
So what you had was this over the hip. Okay? That's called. Here's what people do. Rather than hey on 5, right? They go like this. They put power in this. Okay? Here's what you should do, in my opinion, and certainly should do to get back pressure. You let this knee collapse this way, and you sit. It's counterintuitive. You won't think there's any power in this. Ready? What do you think?
There's power in that.
Now, did I wind up? No. Did I go fast and hard? No. I just used this.
Wow.
Okay?
2.7.
Yeah, 2.7. Comes from here. This is going to come from here.
Terrified to answer. Yeah, 7.
Right?
That was amazing.
Now, how much more could you, I mean, not that I want to feel, but how much more could you?
Well, if you're coming from here and you relax,
Yep.
who's got a pad?
I have this.
Maddie, can I have a pad, please?
Sure.
Steve? No, put it against
right
your
on.
stomach. Yeah, otherwise it wobbles. Okay. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, here's what people do. Give me a number.
3, 4. 34.
And that's from halfway. That wasn't from here. Watch, please. There's no requirement that it has to be a back stance reverse punch or that it has to be a close stance hook punch. Could I have done it like this? Well, yeah. If I, right?
Yep.
Could this have been a gut shot? Right? Yeah. That fair?
Yep.
In all cases, you're getting back pressure behind it. You can hit it, I can do palm heel to his ear. If I do it like this, yeah, I won't hit your ear. If I do it like this, that's not back pressure. If I do it like this, you can tell the rotation behind it. It's like your head's already spun. That's without kneeling. If I didn't have back pressure, that's what would happen. Now I'm going to show you something that that will incorporate back pressure. I don't know if you'll see it. I'm doing a little exit here. Where was the back pressure in that? On the what? Right hip. The right hip did this, but that's not where the back pressure was. That's the power. You're right, that's the power.
Wrist throw.
The wrist rotated from behind his grip. Now this is an Aiki concept. This is not judo. Here's what we normally do. See over here? We let him have this, and we do this, right? What I did was I brought my hip in here, and I rotated in to coil his grip. So the power is coming in this way. That's back pressure. Okay? And you can start right here if you want. Have him half bend over. Start right here.
Hey.
Here's what most people do. They lean on it because they know they have to put pressure here to get him down. Putting pressure here won't get him down. Some people put pressure on the shoulder. That's where his closer to his base. He'll stand right up on that. So I get it. You break the arm, put pressure in. Well, to some degree, if you weigh more than he, can you get out of this?
No, but I
Can you walk out of it?
I can roll forward.
Yeah, and try to take a step too.
Right.
Step. You can walk out of it, can't you?
Hey.
So you can rotate out of it, you can walk out of it. Okay? Get out of it. Can't. Why? Back pressure happens from from this arm, from rotating my hips behind the connection point before I actually do the takedown. Who would have thought? I mean, like we do things up here, that's back pressure, but so's that. Okay, so it's very, very difficult to pin it down, but I hope you got an idea of what it is like and can see how it can be applied in different situations. Any further questions? Thank you very much for coming here. I appreciate it. And boss.